Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Todd Chrisley details personal FaceTime with President Trump and reveals if he'd run for office. The Chrisley family is back together and getting real. While chatting with Access Hollywood's Lauren Herbert about picking the cameras back up following their time in prison for their new Lifetime show, The Chrisleys. Back to reality. Todd and Julie shared what life has been like after serving more than 2 years in prison for financial crimes before receiving a full presidential pardon in May 2025. Todd explained why he stands by his innocence and sends a message to the people that think they should still be in prison. Todd also details his personal call with President Trump and reveals that the Tennessee governor has asked him and his daughter Savannah to run for office. Plus, the reality stars slam inequalities within the prison system, and Julie explains why she was never worried for their marriage despite rumors and allegations of infidelities. The Chrisleys. Back to Reality premieres on Lifetime Sept 1. If there's one thing the Chrisleys know how to do, it's surprise their fans. Over the years, Todd Chrisley has served up more jaw-dropping revelations than any reality TV star could dream of. From his sharp one-liners on Chrisley Knows Best to his unapologetic family podcast, Todd has never shied away from speaking his mind. But his latest story, it might just top them all. According to Todd, he recently had a private FaceTime call with none other than former President Donald Trump. And in classic Todd fashion, he didn't hold back when spilling every juicy detail of the unexpected conversation. Even more, he opened up about whether politics could actually be in his own future, a possibility that has fans buzzing louder than ever. A call that shocked the Chrisleys. On the family's podcast, Todd leaned into the microphone and delivered his confession with dramatic flair. "You are not going to believe this," he teased, letting the suspense hang in the air. Savannah and Chase, sitting nearby, rolled their eyes in unison. They know their father too well. When Todd sets up a story like that, it's bound to be something wild. "I got a FaceTime from Donald Trump," Todd finally revealed. Not a call through some assistant, not a three-way conference thing, straight from the man himself. Just me, my iPhone, and the former President of the United States. The studio fell silent. Savannah gasped, "Dad, are you serious right now?" Todd nodded, smiling like he had just delivered the punchline of the century. The conversation no one expected. So what exactly do a reality TV patriarch and a former commander-in-chief talk about on FaceTime? According to Todd, the chat wasn't as political as some might expect. "Trump said he's been following our family for a long time," Todd explained. "He said he admired the way we stuck together through trials and tribulations, literally." Todd chuckled at his own pun, alluding to his and Julie's legal battles and prison sentences. "He told me, 'Todd, you've got grit. You fight back, and you don't let them tear your family apart.' And I thought, well, now that's rich, coming from a man who's been through some fights of his own." The call reportedly lasted over 20 minutes, with Trump asking Todd how the Chrisleys were holding up after such a turbulent year. Todd, never one to downplay his resilience, said he assured Trump that the Chrisley clan was standing tall, stronger than ever, and still fabulous. Trump's advice to Todd. Todd admitted that Trump gave him a piece of advice he didn't expect. He said, "Todd, people love you because you speak your truth. Never stop doing that, no matter what they throw at you. And you know what? That hit me hard. Because love me or hate me, I've never been anything but authentic." Todd added that Trump even joked about needing a Chrisley in Washington. That little quip immediately set social media ablaze once Todd shared it. Fans began speculating. Could Todd Chrisley actually make the leap from reality TV to politics? The big question, would Todd run for office? Todd didn't dodge the question when asked point-blank if he'd ever consider running for political office. In fact, he leaned into the idea with a mix of humor and sincerity. Would I run? Honey, I run from drama, I run from negativity, but do I run for office? That's the million-dollar question, Todd teased, clearly enjoying the suspense. He admitted that the thought had crossed his mind, especially given how outspoken he has always been about family values, justice, and accountability. If I were to run, it wouldn't be about power. It would be about protecting families, making sure everyday people have a voice, and let's be honest, bringing a little style back to politics. Savannah immediately chimed in, laughing, "Dad, you turned the White House into a Southern mansion." Todd shot back with a grin, and it would be the most fabulous, well-decorated administration this country has ever seen. The Chrisley campaign vision. While Todd has no official plans to launch a campaign, he didn't shy away from painting a vivid picture of what a Chrisley-run political future might look like. For starters, Todd joked there would be no lime on the floor of Congress in sweatpants. If you're serving the American people, you better look the part. Southern hospitality, Southern manners, and Southern charm. That would be the backbone of my administration. But beneath the jokes, Todd expressed a genuine passion for leadership and reform. He noted that his own struggles with the justice system had given him a unique perspective on how broken certain aspects of government can be. If I did step into that arena, it wouldn't be for me. It'd be for the families who don't have the platform I do. I've lived through unfairness. I know what it feels like to be up against a system that doesn't always play fair. Fans react. As soon as the podcast episode dropped, Chrisley fans took to social media in a frenzy. Hashtags like #ChrleyForPresident and #Todd2028 began trending within hours. One fan tweeted, "Can you imagine Todd Chrisley in the Oval Office? He'd tell Congress, 'Sit down, shut up, and fix it, darling.'" Another wrote, "If Todd runs, I'm voting. Period." Not everyone was supportive, of course. Critics accused Todd of chasing headlines or using Trump's name for publicity. But Todd has never been one to care much about the haters. As he put it himself, "If people are talking, it means you're relevant. And darling, I will always be relevant." A glimpse of the future. So will Todd Chrisley swap his reality TV crown for a political podium? For now, the answer seems to be maybe. While he made it clear that he hasn't made any decisions, he didn't rule it out either. I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. What I am saying is that I believe God has a plan. If his plan includes me serving in a bigger way, then I'll step up and do it. Until then, I'm going to keep being the best father, husband, and fabulous human being I can be. And with that, Todd Chrisley left his audience buzzing with speculation. Whether it was simply a wild story or the first hint of something bigger, one thing is clear. Todd knows exactly how to keep America watching. Closing thoughts. Todd Chrisley's unexpected FaceTime with Donald Trump is more than just another chapter in his dramatic life story. It's a reminder that the Chrisleys are never far from the spotlight. Whether it leads to a future political run or simply more unforgettable sound bites, fans can count on Todd to deliver. As Savannah joked after the podcast wrapped, "If Dad runs for office, I'm moving into the White House with him." Todd winked back and replied, "Baby girl, if I'm president, you'll have the fanciest bedroom in America." For now, the Chrisley saga continues, balancing reality TV entertainment with larger-than-life ambitions. And if Todd does ever make the leap into politics, one thing's for sure. He'll do it with charm, wit, and just the right amount of Southern sass.